English in a French, I forget what it's called, it's a French, like, American poetics critical journal. It's a very critical piece. He's a scholar. And it's about American poets' use of Shakespeare's sonnets. So he has a section on my book and a section on Sonnet 130 and Jen Bourbon's book and Harriet Mullins. She has in Sleeping with the Dictionary, she has 2 versions of Shakespeare's Sonnet 130, My Mistress Eyes Are Nothing Like the Sun. So that was nice. I mean, that he puts these things together, but I don't know, what do you make of that?
I just don't understand it.
Why did it happen?
I don't know. It was like the in thing, I think, for a while.
Yeah,
but the in thing of people not doing their homework, I think, essentially.
I think so. You know, it's funny because Vincent told me that in Jen Bourbon's book, she acknowledged my book,
Yeah.
but when I had never seen her book until this fall, I got a copy. And it was like the 4th printing, Ugly Duckling Press. It's nice, beautiful little book. And I looked in there, and there was she had taken out any mention of it. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can write a piece to correct the history. I think you're right. People didn't, Leslie Scallop, this was one of her, I think it was her 3rd book. And so it's early in old books, and she didn't, it's there.
But what I really
There's lots of copies available.
There's a subtlety to the like a procedural note in the book, because like the back cover.
It's very subtle.
Yeah, the back cover shows like the
That's the only clue. It's like Ulysses.
Yeah.
James Joyce's Ulysses. The only clue is the title.
Yeah.
We decided, and in Jen Bourbon, she has this short little critical. It's a short little textual piece. It's very articulate, sort of criticism, or it's a mini essay. It's sort of. People, of course, would read that and maybe not even have. It's like it makes it a conceptual piece. And in my book, the concept is in a visual image. The visual image on the back cover is Sonnet 64. Let's see. How does it go? That time of year thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves or none or few do hang against those boughs which shake against the cold, bare ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. It's an amazing poem, it's very beautiful. Death, nature, human experience, time, all the things. So this poem is printed. This poem is printed in sort of large typeface on the back, with a kind of pinkish white, and the words of the poem are almost washed out in the color, but the words "where laid the sweet" and then "birds sang" in caps are more highlighted. They're white, I think. So you can see what the whole procedure was. And that's that's the blurb, and that's the preface, and that's the only review. Until Vincent writing in Paris, it just came out this fall. I haven't seen any reviews of it, or even mention it. Yeah. It's too bad. Because, for me, a lot of my work has been about found language. It's a balance between finding things in books, because I'm a scholar. I've studied, I've written critical books. It's what I've done for a long time. It's part of my life. And the other part is about experience in the world. And what I like about some of the books that I've written, which are not there, are only about sort of things in the world, and some of them are only found language, like this book. And what I've been doing in these books is that there's this mixture, there's a balance between the world and the language. And I like that, to me that's, it's still interesting to be doing it and finding these relations between the real time and the time and being in the world and this language, word material, which is sort of both in the world and outside of it. It's in our minds and it's in text. So, yeah, thanks for asking that question. Why don't you write something, or we could have at least a correspondence about it.
All right.
Yeah, write to me.
Is there any last questions? More?
Great.
Say that all of the Avenue B books and the Counterpath books are here. And we are set up to sell books. And so you may purchase. And especially want to encourage you to take a look at the Hamlet book. So, Stephen's book on Hamlet. So hang out and have some more wine.
Go to the Mercury Cafe for food.
And yeah, carry on over there. Thanks, you guys. And thank you, Stephen.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Breaking us in.
Thank you for having me.